Adam Grover coming back at you with another video. Um, so, got some suspension stuff on a budget for the S197 car. Now, stuff looks like it's pretty well made. Some of it's some eBay stuff, and then some of the stuff is name brand, BMR, Steeda. So, we'll go over it with you and show you guys what I got. So, we got the upper control arm, lower control arms, solid, double adjustable for both the upper and the lowers. And we have the lateral link, torsion bar, whatever you want to call it. It's double adjustable. Poly bushings on that, which I don't really think that needs a solid bushing in it. Find out. And then we got the BMR upper control arm bracket. This has 3 adjustments in it. You can see the holes are slotted. 1, 2, and then 3 where this bolts through. BMR upper control arm, spherical bushing goes in the rear. And then these are weld-on brackets. Guy said they were never used, but they were definitely at least bolted on. Steeda. Now I have under $500 into all this. Actually, like $453 or $454 or something, from what I calculated. That's tax, shipping, the whole thing. The lateral link, lower control arms, and the upper control arm, that was about $248 or $247. These brackets were $65. This one was $80 and some change, and then the spherical bushing was $60. A buddy of mine actually had the spherical bushing. I actually got this. He met me at my job today. He lives up in North Jersey. But he had this for sale for a little while and came down on the price a couple times. So we made a deal. He met me at my job and worked out for the both of us. These are $180 brand new. So pretty, that was a steal buying them. And then even this is $100 new, and it was like $85. So saved me, a couple dollars. But all that stuff adds up. You save a couple there, a couple there, a couple here, Now I was going to buy this stuff from UPR. I know people that can get me discounts and everything. But still, that kit was like $900 for all this stuff. Only difference is their stuff's chromoly, so more than likely it's stronger, lighter, and that bar is solid bushing for the UPR setup. But they have their own brackets and upper control arm bracket and all that stuff. But it comes with everything you see here, and it's $900 and some change. I want to say it's about $1,000, plus you got New Jersey sales tax, and I don't even have half of that into what you see here. So taking a gamble on some of this stuff, because I don't know how good it is. At the end of the day, it's metal bushings. As long as these eyelets are decent and they don't just wear right out, don't really see a problem. One thing I did notice is got a lot of space in here. This isn't tight. but when I tighten this, it'll probably fold in. This is a little on the thinner side for my liking, but from what I see, even the better brands are pretty thin, so not sure that's something to be concerned about. That's pretty much really the only downfall to this stuff is, like I said, it's a little heavier, might not be as strong, but I mean, this stuff's made pretty solid. It doesn't look like it's crappy. I've seen stuff way worse than what this stuff is. They do sell this in a kit. You can save about $2 or $3 if you piece it together yourself. I think the kit might all be the same color if that bothers you. If you want everything in black or everything in red, I don't care. I'm cheap. You're not going to see this stuff anyway. It's going to get dirty. It's going to get discolored. I could care less on the color. If I want a different color, I'll rattle can it with some leftover red paint and make it match the red bar, or vice versa. Do the red bar black. But I actually wanted the red bar because that's probably the only thing you're going to see under the car. The rest of the stuff is all going to be pretty much, you don't see it. So I'm not worried about what it looks like. I'm worried about it working. Steeda brackets, these are weld on. They do make, BMR makes a set that bolts on. You probably could bolt these on if you drilled the rear out, because the rear hangs in this crevice here. So you could probably drill this out, put a bolt through it with a sleeve, and the only thing I could see that being a problem with is if you were to try to use this hole, you'd probably only be able to use these two holes. So that's really the downfall if you were to bolt this. But more than likely, I'll probably be down there, I'm thinking. I could be wrong. But these are weld-on brackets, and as you can see, they weren't welded on. They do have two different thickness bushings, but for what I paid for them, like I said, I don't care. Stuff was, I mean, these things were, I saved like $110 on those, so. I searched for used stuff, like, almost every day. I'll scroll either Marketplace, eBay, it's kind of funny because I saw on eBay that the upper control arm bracket, the guy had it listed on there, and he had it listed on Marketplace. And I messaged him on Marketplace, made a deal with him, and he changed the price on eBay. He had to drop it down, and then I ordered it off of eBay and bought it. That's pretty much it. You can piece this stuff together. Like I said, I got under $500 into this stuff. $454 if you want the exact dollar amount. And it's should be pretty good stuff that'll work. So we're going to try to get it in the car relatively soon. And there's a couple things I gotta do to the car and want to go over. I gotta put a clutch in it, things like that. So you guys probably won't see this stuff work in the car right away because it does need a clutch sooner than later. But I want to get it in so it's ready, and then I'd like to get a clutch and some other stuff that I need, get it in the car, and be on my way. So at least the car will be set up, ready to go for when it is ready to be ran or whatever I want to do with it. So there you guys go. You guys don't need to spend a ton of money. I mean, $450 for all this stuff, that's not bad considering it's pretty much all new except for those Steeda brackets. Everything else, it's the BMR upper control arm bracket. That thing's never been installed on anything. You can tell that's brand new. It was an open box, is what he called it. I don't know if he opened the box or what, but the spherical bushing, that was brand new. I cut the zip tie off of it. I actually still have the box. It was unopened in the box, brand new. So, and then the control arms, like I said, all that stuff came off eBay. So, the stator brackets are the only thing that really, I don't even think I think they just were bolted on. I don't even think they were used. And maybe he lost the bushing and swapped it out, or maybe there's supposed to be even more bushings. I don't know. Not really concerned about it. So, I just want to make a short video for you guys. Some of you budget guys that are trying to get something together and think you need name brand UPR or BMR or baseline or whatever. This stuff is nice stuff. You know, I sourced things that I wanted, and thank God that he blessed me and I found the deals that you know, I made work and finagled with money and stuff, because right now, I don't, be honest with you, I don't have much money. Not for this stuff. So if I was in a better position, I would have just ordered the UPR stuff and been done with it. But I try to find deals. I don't like wasting money if I can save it. I mean, this saved me a lot. So it's hard for me to justify spending a lot of money on things. Kind of a contradiction of what I just said. I don't mind spending money on the stuff I want if I have it, but I also don't like wasting money. So some of this stuff, maybe, you know, we'll see how it does. If it wears out, then I gotta replace it. That lateral link might be junk. I might be able to press some solid bushings in it maybe, and still use it if it needs solid bushings in it. Or maybe cut the ends off and put solid bushings on it, or, you know, get rid of it and buy the UPR one or find a different one. They do make a brace for that lateral link that bolts to the body. I would like to get that, so that way it stiffens the chassis up a little bit. But that's the only thing that's really missing, and it's not necessarily needed. It's just something that I personally want to put in the car. But that'll come later down the road if I feel that I really need that. So this is the stuff that you guys would want. It's always good to have adjustment in the rear suspension. This is the stuff that matters. This is the stuff that makes the car work and makes it efficient. An efficient chassis is... That's why you get people, you see the car and you look at it and you go, well, that don't have much motor in it, or barely has anything done to it. Why is it so fast? Because the chassis is more than likely efficient, or they figured out a way to make it work. And there's guys out there that know some cheap stuff to make stuff work. And some of the old school stuff still works. Fox body stuff, 9010s, 5050s, you know, things like that. But this S197 stuff, this is just stuff that I would use knowing that I need the adjustment, knowing that I'm going to lower the car in the future. I definitely want to bring the back down. I might even just cut the springs in it for the time being. I'd like to bring it down like probably about 2 inches in the rear. And then doing that, I need the adjustable upper and the lower control arms moved. That way it gets the angles right for the geometry. And I also like anti-squat. I like a lot of anti-squat. However, I might not be able to run a lot of anti-squat because I'm probably going to need adjustable rear shocks. Excuse me. But for now, I'll set everything the way I want to set it and see what it needs. And then if I need shocks, then I'll have to buy shocks. But That's all stuff that can be bought later on. For now, I got the important stuff to make the car go. Because regardless, I can make the car work with this stuff. Whether I got to move the angles around or whatever, I got adjustability here, front, back, side to side, up, down. It's fully adjustable. So there's basically nothing I can't do with this rear suspension other than shocks and struts. But as far as all the driveline angle goes, that stuff's all fully adjustable. So that's what I wanted, and that's what we got. So there you guys have it, $454 for the cheaper junk Chinese, I guess it's Chinese, eBay suspension stuff, and then it's got some good mismatched, good brackets and junk bars, I guess you could say. But there you guys go. It's a budget suspension setup that you guys could throw in a car and go out and have fun with, and that's the important part. So you don't got to break your bank, like I said, and spend thousands of dollars on this stuff. You can get the cheaper stuff and have some fun, and you got me to show you if it works or not. So stay tuned, stick around. If you're not in a rush, just bear with me. Because like I said, the car needs some other stuff. I need to put a clutch in it. It's my daily, so I just can't go out there and do it. And like I said, the money aspect, like realistically, this should have been a clutch. But sometimes the deals, they're just too good to pass up. So I spent in total $454. I didn't just blow that money all at once. I bought stuff here, I bought stuff there. To be honest with you, the eBay stuff was financed. I did the split paying for thing, so it's like $60 every other week. So it's not just $454 thrown at it. I bought the brackets here, bracket here, spherical bushing this week, So that split paying for thing is pretty cool on PayPal. So it comes in handy for me quite often, actually. So if you ever wonder how guys do it, oh, he's buying stuff left and right. Well, it's probably that's how I do it. I have honest money. So I don't have no trickery. Maybe do a side job here. That's how I actually got the brackets. I did a side job and bought those. So, there you guys have it. Budget suspension setup for S197. This will work all the way from 2005 all the way up to 2014. S197 chassis. And that's it, guys. I think I kept you here long enough babbling on. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Get the stuff on. Probably won't show the install, but after it's installed, I'll show you guys it on the car and how it works after, maybe I'll bolt the slicks on it and just dump it in first gear and see what it does. But that's it. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you like this stuff, like and subscribe. And see you guys next time. Have a good one.